citation for possession, purchase, consumption, or receipt of controlled substances. So my proposal is to dismiss that possession, purchase, consumption citation, and that he will pay $281, take a drug class, do 8 hours community service, and go 6 months with no tickets on the paraphernalia ticket, and then that would keep this all off of his record. And he's agreed to plead no contest.
Mr. Dooley, how old are you?
17.
17. Were you 16 when this happened?
No, sir. I was 17.
Okay. All right. You've heard the what the prosecutors recited onto the record. Is this your agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that agreement how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, I think.
All right. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter the agreement into the records of the court. Thank you very much, and good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir, you're free to go. All right, Your Honor, next we have Isaiah Lopez, and unfortunately, he's there with his mom, and unfortunately, their speaker isn't, they can hear what we're saying, we can't hear when they're saying. He received a citation for driving without a driver's license and for driving at an unsafe speed. I have proposed to dismiss the driver's license citation and that he pay $333 on the unsafe speed, take a driver's safety class, do 16 hours community service, and get no tickets for 6 months in exchange for him pleading no contest. He has nodded his head. He intends to accept that, and his mother also nodded in agreement. Okay. But I wanted to provide that to you.
Mr. Lopez, is this your agreement? All right. Is that a yes? Okay. And I understand that you're going to plead no contest. Is that correct? All right. I'll accept you.
Let's check with my A1C.
Cassandra Leanne Nixon.
My doctor slipped out.
I joined the meeting.
All right, Mr. Lopez, I'll accept your nodding as your agreement. You're pleading no contest. We'll enter the agreement that Ms. Staples has read into the court and the records of the court. Thank you very much, and good luck to you, sir.
All right, Mr. Lopez, you're free to go. Thank you. Judge, everyone else that I dealt with is a reset or coming to pay for the driver safety class. So I'm about to start the 2:30 docket if that works for you. We've never been ahead before.
Go right ahead. I'll be here.
All right. Thank you, Judge. All right, Christy, you want to let them all in?
I am letting them in. I don't even see Brandon Sullivan. Do you?
Hello.
He's right there. All right. Ma'am, tell me your name again, please.
My name is Petra Eddington.
Got it. All right, Petra, my name is Charlotte Staples. Let's see. You received a citation for driving around a barricade and for driving when you didn't have a driver's license.
Yes.
You're 21. Why don't you have a driver's license?
So I actually I'm adopted, and so my birth certificate, my social security card don't match, and I have those right here to show that. And I have tried to get my driver's license several times, and I also have my like paperwork showing that I have completed the course several times. And I finally got a legal name change is like what we had to do to finally make it okay. And so I got tired of paying like the $60 for the like driver's ed course every time and not being able to get the driver's license. So I went ahead and this time I tried and I got the state ID. And since I was able to do that, I'm doing the driver's ed again right now. And I'm almost done with that. I think I have like a chapter left, and then I can sign up and get it scheduled to get the driver's license. It's been a crazy thing trying to get it, and finally I'm able to do it.
I have friends with that same problem, and I'm impressed that you figured it out because it is a nightmare. All right, so congratulations on that, but you've had driver safety class so many times. Why'd you drive around the barricade?
So the
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I'm going to dismiss the driver's license.
Okay.
Because I'm kind and because bless your heart.
Thank you.
You're gonna pay me $181 on the barricade.
Okay.
And provide proof that you've taken driver safety in when's the last time you took a class?
So I'm still in the class right now.
Perfect. So we'll count whatever you're in right now.
Okay.
we will count that for your obligation. As long as you're under 25, anytime you get a moving violation, if you want to keep it off your record, you have to take driver safety.
Okay.
We will take the one that you're in right now. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
So we'll say, we'll plea and bar the driver's license. So
And
when yes?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I get paid on Friday. Is it okay if I can go ahead and pay that ticket on Friday?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. So and what you're going to do is you're going to plead no contest, saying you're not demanding your right to a trial. You and I've reached an agreement, and the judge is going to want to talk to you and make sure you understand what you've agreed to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I need you to stay right there, and then I'm going to talk to Brandon.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So please mute, and I'll talk to you in a minute. All right. Brandon.
Is it Brandon Green?
Brandon Sullivan, I don't have you. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
What is the name on the ticket that I need to be looking for?
Brandon Sullivan. Brandon Hans Sullivan.
What time were you supposed to be on for Zoom?
Well, I don't really know because the mail that I checked, it told me that it was 3, and then I talked to Miss Christina via email, and her information said that she was also.
I found you at 3. Here's your file.
Okay. Yeah,
right.
what she had emailed me, it said 2:30, so I made sure to get on extra early.
Christy, why are you playing games? Don't play games.
I was like, hey, I just thought it was kind of crazy how there's 2 different documents that say 2 different times. I kind of didn't understand.
It's human error. I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
All right, so Brandon, you received a citation for doing fireworks when they're prohibited. It's a $231 citation. There's a lot of notes. Did you get a copy of the ordinance?
I got a copy of the ordinance. He said that he had given me them for having them on me, I guess. I was listening to what he had told me because they were in my passenger seat. And I didn't, the ones that I was supposed to, well, I mean, I wasn't going to shoot them off. I sat there for like 2 hours before I actually saw him, or I sat there for 2 hours watching him because he was dealing with somebody else. And then,
what were you doing sitting there hanging out with your fireworks?
I was actually going there. I was actually talking to somebody that actually worked at the tire place that was actually there because I had worked at discount tires for 10 years. So I was actually just kind of keeping them company. But I originally had the fireworks to actually shoot them off for my son, but I have a kind of a conflict, I guess, with the family. So I bought them for no reason, but I never shot any fireworks off. And then actually where I was at was the designated dog smoking area where I was told if I were going to do anything like that.
The designated dog smoking area?
I mean, it's not a dog smoking area, but it was a designated area where people brought their dogs and smoked cigarettes.
Thank you. All right. So I'm looking at your file and seeing if I can connect the dots that you did something illegal. All right.
And I wasn't aware, and he told me that I wasn't aware because I had bought those fireworks literally 5 miles.
So it is illegal to sell, use, manufacture, or store prohibited fireworks. So we are following the dots. I'm looking at the statute. Let's go here. Fire Prevention Act, Savings Clause, outdoor burning, also more general provisions. Fire extinguisher, delaying or interfering with fire, authority at fires or other emergencies, obstructing fire station, liability of fire personnel, fire department, fire operation service fees, applicability of fee schedule, special event fees, negligent or irresponsible actions, collections, exemptions, penalty. A person who violates any provision of this division shall, upon conviction, volunteer fire department, responsibility of chief, ratification bylaws, records of meetings, duties, service outside city limits, financial accountability, monthly reports, use of equipment. This is the fire code does not seem to speak to fireworks. Oh, here we go. Article 5.05. Firework means any combustible for the purpose of producing a visible or audible effect. Any person, firm, or corporation who violates or disobeys. No person shall manufacture, sell, use, store, or explode any fireworks within the city. The city shall seize, take, remove, or cause to be removed at the expense of the owner all fireworks in the possession of a person in violation of this article. Exemptions. Both police and fire departments of the city are exempt from the requirements of this. Okay. So, unfortunately, you fall into the storage provision, and we both now know that sucks and you lost your fireworks, and I propose I will reduce your fee to nothing and dismiss this in 6 months if you can go that long with no tickets.
Shonda Friddle.
That's fine.
Join the meeting.
I'm not, is that no tickets from Rome? Because I'm not even from Rome. So I'm unaware of the statutes that you just explained to me and that I have right here in my hands too.
I'm offering to dismiss the ticket with no fine in 6 months if you get no further tickets in Texas. And I don't understand what your question is.
No, I didn't know if it was in Texas because this was just another, I didn't know if it was in Texas or,
What do you have planned?
Just in Texas or just Rome. I mean, because I have
well,
another.
Let's be clear. As of today, we're making a deal, you and me, and that would start immediately. And anything you've already got a ticket for is not going to violate the deal. If you get a ticket in another town and we don't find out about it, then no big deal. But if you get a ticket and we find about it, then you've broken our deal.
But I have another trial coming up in about a month
for a ticket that you've already gotten, which will not affect this because you already got it. It has so.
But if they do find me guilty and
it has no effect on this ticket. You got that ticket before today. So
yeah, I got it 4 years ago.
What you're committing to is getting no tickets for 6 months starting today.
And is there any other stipulations to it? Like, does that include like just speeding tickets and stuff like that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you go 6 months with no tickets in Texas?
I mean, can I
in exchange for $231 being dismissed?
I mean, yeah, but I do get pulled over like all the time. People pull me over all the time, I guess. I just have bad luck.
If we find out about it in Rome and you get a ticket and we find out about it in Rome, I'm going to have you come on and talk to me and I'll be mean to you.
Well, I would not want that because I could tell that I don't want you to be mean to me at all. But I appreciate the, I just wish it was kind of like, well, yeah, I'll go ahead and accept that deal. If it's, I mean, is there any other stipulations to it? Do I got to come see you or anything like that? I just don't get a ticket?
Correct.
Oh, that's beautiful. Then I could do that. I mean, I could do it, but if I do get a speeding ticket or anything like that, it'll actually affect that. I don't got to take UAs or anything like that, right? No. Okay.
Not for me. Okay. But our deal is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And does this apply to everybody that's not from that area? Because it's kind of rare that any city would actually uphold that actual statute, considering that the fireworks stand was literally 2 miles away from where you're actually at. Like, and somebody not being from Rome, is everybody supposed to know everything about the actual laws of passing through that general area? Because I'm from Haslett and I had no idea about that.
If you had been passing through, we wouldn't have found you. But if you're at some sort of fireworks display or something, I don't know, the cops are not normally going to come over and say, oh, you've got fireworks. So it's a matter of something else brought you to their attention. But
he came over. He drove by my area. I said I was standing there.
Brandon, I need to go. I've made you a really good offer. You've accepted it. The laws of every jurisdiction apply in that jurisdiction, whether you know them or not. And I don't know what brought the attention of you to that officer, but he found that you had things on you that this city prohibits. I'm sorry that happened.
He was there for 2 hours dealing with an assault. I was standing there watching him, and it was also midnight.
Brandon, I have to go.
It was
Brandon,
New Year's, and there were fireworks going off at that moment in time.
Do you want this offer?
I mean, I want this offer. I've accepted the offer, but do I want the offer? No, I don't, because I don't think it. I just think that it shouldn't be there in the first place, because it was New Year's, a New Year's night where there were actual fireworks going off at the exact same time. And I didn't shoot fireworks off. I basically lit a cigarette in an area where you can light cigarettes.
Cindy Cheryl.
Okay, so I hear what you're
Join the
saying. You feel
meeting.
that it's not fair that you were held accountable for something that seemed like some other people were doing as well. I
But
will
it's
tell
in
you
the
that.
paper, so I understand. It's
So,
against y'all's rules and stuff like that, but it's just
and when the government puts on a fireworks show, they also have to provide firemen. They have to provide fire disposal, and they spend New Year's and 4th of July running around putting out fires that people set their fields on fire for putting out fireworks. I get it. It's just part of the deal. I'm offering to be sympathetic to your situation because I could see how it could happen and it would seem unfair. So what I've offered is a no consequence outcome, and I'd like you to take it.
But I know even okay, and this is just coming from somebody that I've been in the system for probably about almost 10 years now. So you say it's a no consequence outcome, but it's a leash. And I've already been on a leash already for a job for something that I didn't do 4 years ago that could possibly end up taking away my freedom for another 2 to 10 years. So the fact that I have this on hold a firework charge makes it look like I'm just willy-nilly wanting to go to jail to keep people company. And I don't want to because I caught a charge on New Year's over not even shooting anything far away. Y'all still have my fireworks. Y'all got a 300 Roman candle. And like, I'm not even from that area, but I understand that you're upholding the law and you're doing what you're supposed to do as a citizen of Rome and stuff like that. So I understand that, but I mean, I can, if there was ever a situation that there could be a dismissal, I feel like this would be it. Just kind of like like turning around a barricade or something like that. It was a New Year's thing, but I'm only venting because I got something else this is just something else I didn't want to have to deal with or whatever. And there's no consequences to it, which I really appreciate that, but it's still somebody else pulling my hair because I you know, I mean,
Brandon, you're free to go. Have a better day.
all right. Well, is there anything, what should I expect? Any types of thing, any type of anything at all? Is there anything I have to sign? Any email I should expect? Anything at all?
If we find out that you've had a ticket in the next 6 months, any new ticket issued anytime in the next 6 months, we will contact you.
Okay, but shouldn't I actually have to sign something for that? I've been through this type of process. I don't know how many times I need to sign something.
Nope.
So how is this a contract? Or I mean, is this Tarrant County or is this Rome is an actual county?
Okay. If you want, we can reset this and you can go have a conversation with an attorney and you can get your every question answered, but you are here under the jurisdiction of Rome. And what I have offered you is that I, as the prosecutor, will exercise my discretion to dismiss this case in 6 months if you get no tickets in the interim. I'm not asking you to do anything, pay anything, take any classes, give any urine. I'm not asking you to do anything but not get another ticket in the next 6 months. If you do that, if you agree to get no tickets for 6 months, and if you get no tickets for 6 months, then at the end of that 6 months, I will dismiss it. I'm not asking anything, so I don't need your agreement.
I know, but I just don't understand how every time I get in a situation like this, whenever I try to uphold a conversation, and it's like, I know, but you're in a small town, so I expect that you maybe not having too many people to actually talk to. But every time I seem to talk to somebody that doesn't want to hear anything that I have to say, they always just kind of spit me out on the curb. And I'm just trying to understand.
What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, I don't want to know anything now because of how you're talking to me. I
think I've answered your questions. I don't know what else, but what do you want to know? I mean, I would like to deal with the other people that are waiting as well.
Then I want you to do that. I want you to do your job because I accepted your plea bargain, and all I was just asking was some type of professionalism when it comes to me having to sign something because it's my life. And this is 6 months of me having to watch myself extra carefully just over somebody that I see in a cell phone. And I've already accepted the plea. I've already accepted it and stuff like that, but I don't have anything that I'm signing on. Or is this what this video is for?
That's correct.
This video is recording of me saying it. Is this being recorded? Nope. I'm assuming this isn't even being recorded.
Nope. Your negotiations with the prosecutor are not recorded.
Really? Okay.
Correct.
So that I don't have to sign anything. This is just me.
That's
verbally telling me.
Okay. That's correct.
Okay. So what happens whenever if this other trial that I have coming up? What
has no bearing on this?
So so if I go to prison over that, then this just shuts off. So it's like me getting in trouble. That's my consequences. Y'all aren't going to stack anything else on top of that, or I can't just get, how much is time served or whatever at y'all's facility?
All right. So time served is $150 per day per violation. Were you in jail with
Wait,
Rome? And if you were,
$150 a day?
yeah,
On a $230 charge?
you asked a question. You asked how much is time served. I'm answering the question, which was how much is time served. Time served is $150 a day credit for every day that you spend in jail, and it also requires that if you want to use time served to resolve your citation, that you take a conviction on it. So if you want to take a conviction on this and apply any jail time that you spend in jail on this situation, that's your choice. I don't think it's a good choice, but it's yours.
It's just a day, dude. It's a hot pocket or two. That's it. It's like it's not really anything. So, but if I do get another ticket, then I get in trouble for this one. So that means I have to turn myself in to do this ticket time or whatever, which is going to be a day and a half. So instead of me
Brandon,
paying the ticket, yes.
This is a municipal Class C citation. This means jail time is not part of the consequences. Okay? So I want you to take a big breath and realize that this is like a speeding ticket. This is not something you go to jail for. This is just a bump in the road of life happens. Okay?
Yeah, this is what
this is not.
Rich people pay for stuff like this, and I'm obviously not rich. I mean, this is a Zoom meeting. Like this is like I mean I don't know. I'm just trying to actually, like, you know what I mean. But so if I do get in trouble over something else, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if I do, by somebody's chance, somebody pulls me over for having a license plate light out or something like that, that will be that will mess this up.
The city of Rome finds out about it, then we will have the option to move forward with the prosecution of this possession of fireworks charge. And even if you just pay the fee, it's, whatever.
It's easier to sit somewhere though, but I'm just saying.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, if I get another ticket, because it happens all the time, people profile me all the time. I really confuse and trick people
Brandon,
a lot with this. Yes.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
It's time to go.
Lovely. It was absolutely lovely meeting you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. All right, Zachary Bardwell. Surendra Challa.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hello, Surendra. My name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. Because you were under 25 at the time of the ticket, you're required to take a driver's safety class in order to keep it off your record. Have you had a driver's safety class in the last 12 months?
No.
Okay. So are you a licensed Texas driver?
No, my driver's license is from Florida.
Okay. So there is an option in the law. If you are a licensed Texas driver, you have the right to just take the class once every 12 months to keep a moving violation off your record. However, it doesn't apply to you if you're not a licensed Texas driver. So your citation is $275. I propose to knock that down to $225, give you time to pay it, but you'll also have to take the driver's safety class in order to keep it off your record. I can give you up to 5 months to take care of all that. Can you do that?
How about the driving class? I'm not sure. I never heard of it, and I'm an international student. And
sorry, slow down. I'm sorry. You said you're not sure you've heard of the driver safety class, and then
safety. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear about it.
Okay, so driver safety class is an online 6-hour class that works like a movie. You can pause it and come back to it. At the end of it, there will be a test, and you send your answers in, and they send you back a certificate that says he took this class and he passed. And you give that to us, and then we check the box, and this stays off your record.
Okay, yeah.
So, and we'll send you information on choosing one online. You'll choose it, you'll pay for it. It'll be between $25 and $75. But I can't keep this off your record without you doing that class.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and do I need to pay the fee?
Yes, you'll have to pay the $225, but I can give you up to 5 months to pay it and take the class. Do you need that long, or would you like less time?
Yeah, I'd like to take the less time.
How long would you like to take a 6-hour computer class and pay $225? However long you take, 30 days longer than that is how long you have to go with no tickets. And that's the end of it.
Yeah, 30 days is fine for me. I mean,
Okay. So 30 to take the
And-
class and pay the money. You have to go 60
Hi,
days
Jeffrey Stewart.
with no
Join the
tickets.
meeting.
so is
All
there any way that can you reduce the payment wise payment? To
Oh, I
$25?
already knocked $50 off the top because you're going to have to take the class. The cheapest thing would be to not go 92 and a 70. That would be the cheapest way out. But you already made that choice. So I need you to talk to the judge. He wants to understand that you're pleading no contest and you're going to pay the money and you're going to take the class. But if the money's a problem, I can give you more time to put it together. So I can give you more time, no problem, if the money's a problem.
Okay.
Do you want more time to get the money together?
Yeah, I'm good for 1 month.
You just want the 1 month?
1 month. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I need you to turn your mute button. I need you to mute your microphone and the judge will be on in just a minute and we'll get you on your way. Okay. All right. So, Zachary Bardwell, Chandra Friddle, Brandon Green.
I'm here.
Hi, Brandon. My name is Char.
Miss Friddle's there as well.
Okay, I'll start back at the beginning in a minute. All right, Brandon, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for a parking violation ×2 ×3. All right, so I propose none of these are moving violations, so they're not going to affect your CDL, so you can actually go ahead and get deferred on them. So do you understand why you got those tickets?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you know what you did so you can choose not to do it again. All right, so I propose to dismiss the parking with the wheels over 18 inches from the curb and the parked facing traffic, and you pay $200 on the parking in a prohibited area. Can you live with that?
I can definitely do that.
All right, 200 for parked in prohibited. Plea and bar, other 2. All right, so the judge is going to want to hear you plead no contest and accept this offer. So I need you to mute your microphone and wait for me to get the judge on screen after I get a few more people ready to go. So just hang out, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. All right, Zachary Bardwell, Chandra Friddle. Hi, Chandra. I don't. Oh, there you are. Okay, hi. Chandra, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. Looks like I'm supposed to see the booking summary. Okay.
Yes.
Chandra, were you, so I see that you've done some time on this, or you've spent some time in jail. Are you asking to do time served to satisfy this obligation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you understand it turns into a conviction, but you pay no money.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, I will absolutely accept that. So it's 281 time served, and you are free to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a great day.
You too. Okay, so then we go back to Zachary Bardwell. Then we have Kobe Malone. Is Kobe Malone present?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right. Hi,
Yes, ma'am.
Kobe. Kobe, my name is Charlotte
How you
Staples.
doing?
I'm a little tired of hearing my own voice. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
All right. Peace officer gave you a citation for driving around a barricade. This crap. You have a CDL.
Yes, ma'am. And
All right.
you know what? And I've seen several people do it several times, and I
But
really
you know that doesn't make it okay.
ticket.
You know that does
Yes,
not
ma'am.
make
I
it
know.
okay.
I'm
So,
not trying to make no excuses. I'm sorry.
Here's my options. You can reset and give yourself a chance to talk to an attorney, or I can knock this down to $125, give you a conviction, and be done with it. I just don't have any leeway because of the CDL. Of those 2 options, do you want to reset and talk to an attorney, or you just want to take your lumps?
How bad does it look on on CDL?
I can't talk
Rather than
intelligence.
you don't know.
It's gonna be a point, but that is not part of my job, and I don't stay current on it, so I don't want to give you any recommendation because it may be wrong.
I won't lose my CDL, will
You what?
I won't lose my CDL, will I?
No, not for just this one ticket.
Yes, man. That's the only ticket I got.
Okay, good. So how about I knock it down to 125 and you take a conviction and you're done with that.
When do I have to pay it?
Can you pay it within 30 days?
I can try because we slow.
All right, I tell you what.
Yes, ma'am.
Christy Adams is the court administrator. And if you can't get it done in 30 days, reach out to Christy and she will get permission from me or the judge or whoever it takes for you to have another 30 days. But that has to be specially asked for. But let's go ahead and give you those standard 30 days. And if you need another 30, ask for it and we'll find it for you. Okay?
I really appreciate everything.
You're certainly welcome. You have a good day. You're free to go.
So
All right.
do I just send the payments into the court? I don't know.
Wait for my instruction.
You're going to wait to hear from Christy Adams and she'll tell you what to do and how to do it. Okay?
Want to call me?
Christy, are you going to call him or send him a letter?
Stay online.
I'll send him a letter.
All right.
Okay.
She's going to send you a letter. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
You're free to go. All right.
Yes,
Cassandra Nixon. Cassandra Nixon. Samuel Randalls. Cindy.
Randall's, he accepted the conviction. He's off the docket.
Oh, okay. Easy breezy. All right. Cindy Sherrill. Oh, Cindy, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hi,
Yes.
Cindy. My name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for driving around a barricade. It's a $181 citation. I can knock it down to $150 and keep it off your record, or I can let you pay it as a conviction for $125. Which of those sucks less?
Well, actually, on the ticket, he indicated that I drove around a barricade at 4840, and I did not drive around that barricade. So there's incorrect information on the ticket.
Okay. Christy, it sounds like we need to request a copy of the video from the police department. So I'm going to reset you. Excuse me. Cindy, I'm going to reset you to next month to get us a chance to get a copy of the video for me to see what happened, and then we can have a more intelligent conversation next month, okay?
Okay.
And the offers I've made you will stay on the table, but then we'll be able to talk intelligently next month, okay?
I mean, the videos show that I did not drive around that barricade.
Well, let's be fair. To be honest, if you drove around a barricade and we saw that you drove around it, I can correct the error of the officer on anything except your name. So if you drove around 13 other barricades, then I'm just going to amend the charging document to reflect what actually happened. And I'm going to look at the officer and I'm going to say, you need to be more careful when you write out these citations. They need to be exactly correct. And the officer is going to say, sorry, yes, ma'am. And then we're going to pursue you for driving around a barricade. But if you're saying you drove around no barricades and that we can't prove you drove around no barricades, then I need to get the video so that I can confirm that we somehow made a big fat error. But if you did drive around a barricade, let's make a financial decision and you want a conviction for 125 or keep it off your record for 150. It's your choice. What sucks less? You want to request the video and see what we have?
Yes.
Okay. That's fair. Request video. All right. You are free to go, and I'll talk to you next month, okay?
And they'll send me information on the next meeting?
Yes, ma'am. You will get something in the mail from the court administrator, Christy Adams.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. All right. Do we have Alexandria Zermeno? Alexandria.
I'm Cassandra Nixon.
Alexandria Zermeno? Do we have Jeffrey Stewart?
You do.
All right, Jeffrey
You do.
Stewart. Jeffrey Stewart, my
Yes,
name is
ma'am.
Charlotte Staples. I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. It is a $250 citation. I propose to knock that down to $195, give you time to pay it, and keep it off your record. Can you live with that?
I will.
All right. How long do you need to put that money together? I can give you 1 month, I can give you 2 months, I can give you 5 months. However long you take,
ASAP.
30 days longer than that is ASAP? Okay,
Yes,
Mr.
please.
Stewart, I'm having difficulty understanding you. So I'll give you 30 to pay, and I'll give you
Can
60
you hear
days
me
to.
now? Sorry.
It sounds like your
can you hear
window
me
is
now?
open or you're right in front of a fan.
No, I'm in Fort Lauderdale with family. It's
Fair
windy.
enough.
Sorry. How about now?
All right, now I can hear you
Is that
better.
better?
So,
I can hear you immediately.
okay, so I'll give you 30 days to get that figured out. You'll talk with Christy Adams. She'll work with you on how to make that happen. You have to go 60 days with no tickets, and I need you to stay on the line and tell the judge that you understand you're pleading no contest and you've made this agreement, and I'm jealous of your holiday.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, so stick on the
Appreciate it.
line, and we're about to get the
Yes,
judge
ma'am.
on here. Okay.
Yes,
All right. Zachary Bardwell, Cassandra Nixon, Alexandria Zermano. Okay, that's the last of the 2:30 docket. Let's get the judge on. Good afternoon, Judge. I'd like to talk to you about Petra Eddington. She received a citation for not having her driver's license, and she has been working on that. It was a consequence of being adopted and having her documents scrambled, so that's not her fault, but she's working on it. She received a citation for driving around a barricade. I proposed to knock that down to $181, and she'll take a driver's safety class for that and keep it all off her record. Is that something? And she'd like to plead no contest.
Ms. Eddington, is that the agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes.
Okay. To that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I agree with the thing. It's no contest, right?
All right. I'll accept your plea of no contest. Enter it into the records. Thank you very much, ma'am. Good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Your Honor, next we have Surenda Chawla. He received a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. I have offered to knock the fine down to $225. He'll be required to take driver's safety class. He's offered to get that done and pay the money and take the class within 30 days and go 60 days with no tickets in exchange for a no contest plea.
Okay. What was the speed violation?
92 and a 70.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the agreement, Mr. Chawla?
Yeah, actually, I was following the Google Maps. I was very new to the road. So,
All right.
Yeah.
To that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
yeah, I'm agreed with the.
What?
So I'm confused. Like, at that point of time, I'm not guilty because I was looking for a restroom. So, and I'm also following the Google Maps. So I'm confused over there. So, yeah,
Okay.
but
So,
Your Honor, if he doesn't want to take the offer, then I'm going to ask that after we deal with the other defendants, that I have a chance to talk with him about having to go to the bathroom not being a reason that you don't have to follow the laws.
let's put Ms. Chawla, if you'll just stand by, let's finish the rest of these, and I'll give you the
Okay.
prosecutor an opportunity to talk to you again. Is that all right?
I didn't understand. Sorry, I'm sorry.
If you'll just wait a few minutes, I'm going to deal with these other defendants, and then Ms. Staples will talk to you again. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Staples. Next.
Your Honor, next we have Brandon Green. He received a citation. He actually received 3 citations for parking his vehicle inappropriately. He's agreed to pay $200 on one of them. I've agreed to dismiss the other 2.
Randy Suniga.
In exchange for him
Join the meeting.
In exchange for him pleading no contest.
Mr. Green, is this your agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter the records of court. Thank you very much. And as I take your plea, you're excused, so you can hang up. And
Okay. Awesome.
all right. Thank you.
Mr. Green, you're free to go. Thank you so much. Your Honor, next we have Jeffrey Stewart. He received a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit, 89 and a 70. He has agreed to pay $195 for deferred. He'll pay that within 30 days and go 60 days with no tickets.
Mr. Stewart, is that your agreement with the prosecutor?
That is, sir.
And to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I believe it's no contest.
All right, sir. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of court. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir. And you're excused.
Well, bye-bye.
All right, Your Honor, that's all that we have ready. I need to speak with Mr. Chawla and deal with the conversation he wants to have now.
Okay.
So if you'll excuse us, thank you. Sir, you're on video and you have the ceiling fan and the white shirt and the red beard. Who are you? You've been here the longest. And you're muted.
Yes, my name is Jeremiah Ferris, and I'm on the 3 o'clock docket.
Okay, well, we're getting there. I'm almost there. I just wanted to not ignore you if I'd missed you from an earlier docket.
Oh, no. I like to be early.
Fair enough. Well, you are. All right, Mr. Sarendra Chawla, let's talk. Okay, so your argument to exceeding the maximum speed limit is that you had to go to the bathroom and you were following Google Maps.
Yes.
Neither of those are legal excuses for exceeding the speed limit. And nowhere in Texas is the speed limit 92. So I'm sorry you felt that you were in a bind, but that's not an excuse to not following the rules the rest of us have to follow. If you want to keep this off your record, I can absolutely do that with you paying the money and taking the class. If you want to have a trial, you have every right to a trial. If you lose, it'll go on your record and you'll still have to take the class and you'll still have to pay the money, but you'll pay no more than $334. So do you want a sure thing offer that keeps it off your record, or do you want to have a trial?
I mean, I'm an international student here, so 225 is the large amount for me. So that is why
again, I can give you 5 months to pay that out. You're the one who said you wanted 30 days. I can give you 5 months so it doesn't take all your walking around money.
Okay.
Does that make it easier? Do you want to do that?
So give me 2 months.
Okay. So 2 months to pay, that's 60 days, and give you 3 months deferred, so that's 90 days you have to go with no tickets. Now, does that take the pressure off the money enough? Because I can give you another I can give you 90 days to pay it out.
Ross.
I can give you 90 days to pay it out.
Join the meeting.
I'm okay with the 60 days.
Okay. Christy, can we have the judge back, please?
Mm-hmm.
Judge Minter, I'd like to talk with you about Surendra Chawla. He is an international student. He is agreed to pay $225, take a driver safety course, and we've extended the time to pay and take the class to 60 days to give him some time, not be so stressed with that. And the deferred period is extended to 90 days. The alleged speed is 92 and a 70, which is why, sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. Mr. Chawla, is this your understanding the agreement with the prosecutor?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. And to this agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay. And I think you learned your lesson about speeding. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of court. Thank you very much, Mr. Chawla, and you're excused.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Judge. I'm about to
join the meeting.
About to start the 3 o'clock docket, if you'll excuse us. All right, Jeremiah Ferris.
Am I free to go? I mean, this is
yes, you're free to go. Thank you, Mr. Chawla. You'll receive something in the mail from our court administrator.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
I'm Cassandra Nixon, and I
Mr.
heard my name earlier.
Oh, she was on the 2:30 docket. Cassandra Nixon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I thought I heard her there, but I wasn't.
All right, Cassandra Nixon, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a
Yep.
citation for having an expired registration. Did you get that current within 20 days of your ticket and provide it to the court?
I did not.
Okay.
It was my intention on doing that,
Okay.
but that car got repoed.
Okay. Did you have
So-
insurance at the time of the ticket?
No, I did not, but
Okay.
it is insured now.
Okay.
But that really doesn't help my case. So I
Well,
know
it does.
that,
It allows me to keep it off your record.
okay. Well,
So that's the good news. So here's
Yes.
what I propose. Your tickets are $220 and $431. I'm going to dismiss the $220 one. I'll knock the other one down to $400, and I'll give you as many months to pay it as you need, up to 5. So your tickets will be $400. You're going to have to provide proof of the insurance you have now. You tell me how long
Yes,
you need to get that, to pay that out. No more than 5 months.
yes, ma'am. Go ahead and I'll take the 5 months.
Okay. So you have to get no tickets for 6 months, and that's the part that keeps it off your record, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay. So this will be a thing of the past, and I'm sorry you've had those troubles. I need you to stay on the line. The judge is going to want to talk to you, make sure you understand that you're pleading no contest, and this is what these are the terms of your agreement, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thanks. All right, Jeremiah Ferris.
Well, there's a Randall Zuniga that's just above Mr. Ferris at the 245 docket.
I have gone all the way through the 245 docket, and I don't actually have a 245 docket. I have a
No,
230 docket.
Right, 230. I just put him in there.
Fair enough. I have an Alexander Zermanio. I have a Zachary Bardwell. I have a Grant Wages. I have a Braden Ship and an Alyssa Harvey. That's everybody that's waiting that hasn't been dealt with. Everybody else isn't. I haven't called them yet.
Oh, 10-4. Go ahead.
Okay. So Jeremiah Ferris.
Yes.
Hello, Jeremiah. My name is Charlotte Staples, and I am your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for not having insurance on your vehicle. Did you have insurance on the day you were driving?
I did for my motorcycle. The motorcycle I was on was a friend's.
So do you have all right, so you were riding your friend's motorcycle. You had your friend's permission to drive that motorcycle. You have insurance for driving a motorcycle. I need you to provide that to the city so I can dismiss this ticket. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
How would you like me to do that?
You're going to receive a letter from Christy, or you're going to come into the courthouse, not today because she's busy. So if you'll
Okay.
bring that in, we're going to put on the file. So today is 2/15/23. Look at all you learned just by being early and sticking around. Dismiss.
Right.
Now we're going to confirm your insurance. So if it was valid at the time of the ticket, then it dismisses this ticket. Dismiss for valid insurance. Okay? So if it's not valid,
Perfect.
you're going to be back on the docket, and we'll visit again, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thanks so
you're
much.
free to go. You have a good day.
Perfect.
right.
And then I just want to confirm I'll get something in the mail to come in.
You can either come in on your own motivation, or you can wait for the letter
Okay.
that's going to come to you. Does that work, Christy? Am I correct?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. It's a pleasure. You have a good day.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Tasia Freeman. Tyler Granger. Laura Gemarillo. Veronica Johnson.
Yes, I'm here, Tasia Freeman.
Freeman. Okay.
I'm sorry. Say your name again, please.
Tasia Freeman.
Okay. Hi, Tasia. My name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your
How you doing?
prosecutor today. Excuse me. Got a bit of a cough. A peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit and for driving without insurance. Did you have insurance at the time of your ticket?
No, but I have it now.
Okay, great. So I can keep this off your record. So I propose to dismiss the citation for speeding, and you pay the $431 for the insurance ticket and provide proof of insurance, and I'll keep it off your record. So that's
And you said I have to pay $431?
that's the cost of the ticket, but I'm dismissing the other ticket. So $431 plus
fine.
proof of current insurance. How long do you need to pay that out? I can give you up to 5 months.
You can give me 5 months. That's fine.
Okay.
I can
So
pay it before. I can pay it out before then, right?
Of
Just
course.
if I want to.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You have to go 6 months with no tickets, and that's the end of the deals. That's hold on, 2023. So you have to pay the $431 within 150 days, provide proof of current insurance that you have insurance now, and get no tickets for 6 months. Got it?
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So stick
And
around.
the other one is dismissed.
What?
And you said the other ticket would be dismissed?
Yes, ma'am. And
Okay,
so
okay.
I need you to
Yes,
stick
ma'am.
around. The judge is going to want to talk to you and make sure that you understand the terms of what we just agreed and that you're pleading no contest, okay?
Okay, I have one more question. How do
Yes.
I show proof of the ticket? Do I bring it?
I'm not
I mean,
asking
of
you to
my
show.
insurance. Do I?
Where do you live?
I meant to say the insurance. I'm sorry.
That-
I stay in White Settlement.
Okay. So, Christy, can she mail it in or does she have to bring it in?
Or email.
You can mail it in or email it to Christy Adams, and she's the one who sent you the letter telling you how to get on the Zoom today.
Okay.
So you can
Okay.
mail it, you can email
you.
it, you can walk it in, your choice, okay? So stick around for a minute for the judge.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
I need you to mute your microphone, please. Thank you. All right. Tyler Granger, Laura Gemarillo, Veronica Johnson, William Moore, Celie Morrison.
Celi's on here somewhere. Celi, unmute. Okay. Oh, Celi?
Tyler Cabot.
Okay, go ahead.
Join the meeting.
Mong Maya, Jared Roth.
Yes, ma'am.
Jared
Jared
Roth.
Roth.
Hello. Jared, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. You got another citation. Jared, you know what you did. That's not okay, mister. Do you know nobody looks better after going through their windshield? And that's not a speed that you walk away from. If you get in a wreck, that's the speed where they scrape you up off the sidewalk with a shovel. I need you to take better care of yourself because you matter. You're part of my community, and I care that you're not a squished piece of flesh on the side of the road. Do you hear what I'm
Yes.
saying? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dismiss the first one that was still too fast, and I'm going to give you a conviction on the second one, but I'll knock the speed down to 95 and a 70.
Yes, ma'am.
But that's going to be a conviction. And you're going to plead no contest and make better choices, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right. You're an important part of my community. We can't live here without you. Don't screw it up. All right. I need you to stick around, and actually you're taking a conviction. So I don't actually need you to talk to the judge. You are free to go. You'll get a letter in the mail from Christy Adams, our court administrator, and that will give you information on where to send the money, okay?
Good to go. Thank you.
All right. You're free to go. Bye.
Have a blessed one.
All right.
Charlotte, what was the fine amount?
334.
Thank you.
The max, because he was driving like a crazy person. He might have been on fire. I didn't ask. Okay. So Tyler Granger, Laura Gemarillo, Veronica Johnson, William Moore, Celie Morrison, Wang Maya, Billy Vaughn, and Jeffrey Wayne Renshaw. Oh, Jeffrey Renshaw. I can see your name right here. Jeffrey Renshaw. Jeffrey Renshaw.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hi. It's your turn.
Sorry, I was muted.
That's okay. Everybody else, I don't see any names on your ID, so I can't tell who you are but your phone number. All right, so Jeffrey, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for driving without with an expired registration and for driving without insurance proof. Based on the date of this ticket, I'm guessing you can't prove that you had insurance that day or not. So I'm going to propose that I'll dismiss. That I'll take this $635 worth of tickets. I'll knock it down to $375, give you time to pay it out and keep it off your record. Can you live with that?
It'll be off my record.
That's correct.
Yeah. Can I just pay it now?
Yes. Well, no, you can't. You can't pay it today because our court administrator is on the Zoom with us, and you'll have to be able to pay it after today, like tomorrow.
But I can pay it tomorrow.
You can pay it this week. All right. So I'll give you 10 days to pay it, and you'll have to go 30 days with no tickets. And I'll dismiss the license plate ticket, the registration ticket. Okay.
Okay. I've got a question. Am I going to fill out like a SR-22 or anything?
This is not a conviction. So this does not suspend your insurance or your driver's license. What you had is because you had a failure to appear, we put a hold on your license so you couldn't get it renewed. But you're here, you're taking care of this. This will remove the hold on your license. Okay? All right, so I need you to stick around. The judge is going to want to hear that you're pleading no contest, and he's going to need to hear you say that. Okay? So stick around for a minute. I'm going to give everybody else one more chance.
How much was the, I'm sorry, what was the amount?
$375.
$375. Even?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, stick around, but please mute. All right, this is the last call for the 3 o'clock docket. I'm looking for Billy Vaughn, Mung Maya, Celie Morrison, William Moore, Veronica Johnson, Laura Jamarillo, and Tyler Granger. Are any of those people here? Okay. Christy, let's get the judge on and get these people on their way.
I know Sally's on there. She's got to speak up.
I can't do anything more than call her name 3 times.
No, you're right.
All right. Your Honor, we have Cassandra Nixon present, and she got a citation for a registration and insurance. She now has insurance. I've offered to plea and bar her registration, and she's offered to plead no contest, pay $400, show proof of current insurance within 150 days, and go 6 months with no tickets in order to keep this off her record.
Ms. Nixon, is that your agreement with the prosecutor?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that agreement,
Yes, sir.
how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records court. Thank you very much, and you're excused, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Your Honor, next we have Tasia Freeman. She received a citation for 82 and a 70 and then not having insurance. I've offered to plea and bar her speeding violation, and she has agreed to plead no contest and pay $431 on the insurance ticket, provide proof of current insurance, pay the money and provide that proof within 5 months, and go 6 months with no tickets in order to keep this off her record.
Ma'am, is that your agreement that you made with the prosecutor?
Where'd she go?
Miss Freeman? Miss Freeman?
She appears to be muted, I think.
I can't. I asked her to stick around, sir.
Yes, hello.
There she
There
is.
you are.
There you are.
Ms. Freeman, did you hear the agreement that the prosecutor read into the record?
Oh.
You did?
Hello.
Is your name, are you Tanisha Freeman? Are you Tasia Freeman?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Are you agreeing, Ms. Freeman? This is Charlotte Staples, the prosecutor. The judge wants to hear that you're understanding the terms you're agreeing to, that I've agreed to dismiss
Yes,
this.
Okay. To that agreement, Ms. Freeman, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the record of the court. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank
Judge,
you.
the last defendant we have on the 3 o'clock docket is Jeffrey Renshaw. He has citations for insurance and registration. I've offered to plea and bar the registration and reduce the insurance to $375. He'll provide that within 10 days and go 30 days with no tickets.
Mr. Renshaw, is that your agreement you made with the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
And to that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the records of the court. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir, and you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
All right. It turns out, Your Honor, that's all I have ready for you. If you'd excuse us, we'll see you in a bit. There does appear to be a 245 docket. I'm sorry, I missed the one person on it. It is Randall Suniga. Randall, Mr. Renshaw, you're free to go.
Oh, we can leave now? Okay.
Yes. Once you've talked to the judge, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Randall Suniga, are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Randall. I'm sorry, I missed your file. A peace officer gave a peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. It is a $300 citation. I propose, because you were going very fast, I will knock it down to $260. You'll have to take driver safety because of how fast you were going, but then I'll keep it off of your record. Can you live with that?
I can definitely live with that, yes.
Okay. How long do you need to take a 6-hour computer class at home and come up with $260 for the court? Do you need 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? What do you need?
60 days.
Okay. And so you have to go 90 days with no tickets, and that's the part that keeps it off your record, okay?
Perfect.
All right, I need you to stick around for a minute. The judge is going to want to hear that you're pleading no contest to this and that you understand the terms that you've agreed to, okay?
10-4.
All right.
She says she keeps trying to talk and you guys can't hear her.
Okay, so I have Brian Blank for the 315 docket. Brian, are you on the docket? Can you hear me? Brian Blank. Okay.
And Celie is too.
Who?
Mr. Blank. Your phone is muted. I saw you here. Unmute your phone.
Brian Blank, if you can hear me, then you need to unmute your phone. Okay, Joseph Nagami, what time is your court scheduled?
3:30.
3:30. Let me pull your file because I can get you on your way because, well,
I've been here.
You've been here a while.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Nagami, my name is Charlotte Staples and I am your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for failing to yield the right-of-way to an emergency vehicle. You and did I watch your video? I have it. I don't know if I've watched it.
That's fine.
Well, not really. I don't want to waste your time. So I have Clements, Demon, Jenkins, and Warehouse. Okay, so I have not watched your video, so I need to watch your video. I can get that done today.
Okay.
And I'd like your email address so I can email you and the court administrator what my offer is. I made you an offer before of $240 to keep it off your record, but you wanted to see the video. So that offer stays on the table. But if I see in the video that you did not fail to yield to a police officer or an emergency vehicle, then I can dismiss the ticket. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. So I need your email address, please.
I did get the video that you guys sent me. I watched it, and the email address the email address is Denyamongo. That's T like Tom, H house. E.
I'm sorry. I'm not understanding that. So start again with the email address, please.
The email address is T like Tom.
T.
H house.
H
E
E
N
N is in nuts.
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay.
Y as yellow.
Okay.
A apple. M mother. O Oscar. N Nancy. G George. O Oscar at gmail.com.
Okay, so I'm going to watch these. Now, you've seen the video. Did you see that you passed emergency vehicles without slowing to 20 miles an hour under the speed limit or giving an empty lane between you and them? If you
Actually,
saw that,
there was no emergency vehicle on the side, and there was a car behind me. When the car moved, when the police officer was behind him, when that car moved for him to come behind me, it didn't take long. As soon as I saw him, I moved to give him way.
okay.
And
Well,
then he passed me.
I'll watch
and
the
then he came.
video. I'll watch the
Okay.
video and then I'll email you today. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll email the court administrator. And if I find that you complied with the law, I will dismiss the ticket. Otherwise, I'm
I
going to
appreciate it.
reissue the same offer of $240 to keep it off your record. And you decide if you want that or if you want to go to trial. So I will email you today before I leave my office. All right.
I appreciate it.
All right. You're free to go, and you'll get something from Charlotte Staples. And that's me. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. I've got two people on the line. One of you is Randall Suniga. Who is the other person?
I think it's blanks and.
So whoever they are, they just say it again.
Tyler Cabot.
Oh, good.
Okay. Tyler, you were on earlier, I think, or a Tyler was. Now, ma'am, I heard a female voice. Can you say your name again, please?
You might have heard me. Oh, Tyler is on. Okay, the 330 docket.
All right, Tyler Granger, I have your file.
Ma'am, it's a different.
Different Tyler? Fair enough. All right. So you're on 330, so I haven't called your docket yet. But let me grab you. Ma'am, whoever you are on the phone, I cannot hear you. Please say your name again so I can find your jacket, please. Okay, so let's look at the 330 doc. Oh, Tyler Cabot. There you are right in front. All right, Tyler, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for driving around a barricade. Let's see. Notes. Looks like we talked. So the offer I made you in December was $145 to keep it off your record. So the offer I've made today, and you can have it if you want it, is that if you want to take a guilty conviction on it, I'll knock it down to $125. Otherwise, I need to watch this video and get back with you to see if I believe that the video proves that you drove around the barricade. What do you want to do about that?
I would like you to watch the video. I was actually working. I work for United Rentals. I'm a service technician, a field service technician. And I did drive around the barricade, and I had my emergency lights on. I was trying to locate a piece of equipment that we were scheduled to work on that someone had put in a service call.
Okay, so can you hold on? There's something sticking up out of your file. Let me see if it's interesting. Okay,
I did explain that to the officer. And if you watch the video, you can see that I clearly had my emergency lights on the whole time I was driving down the road.
Okay, so can you provide me something that shows that you were responding to a call at that time, an address in that area? I don't want to be unreasonable, but just I could turn my hazards on and drive wherever I want. That doesn't make it okay. So can you prove what you're saying by showing?
I mean, I can definitely see. I don't know how I would pull up the time. That would be something I would need to talk to my boss about.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a letter from your boss.
But
absolutely.
I have like my like clock in, clock out time for that day. If that makes it easier,
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope. I need to know that you were actually working and on a call in that area because you had been called to service.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, if you want to
Yeah,
take a
let me-
conviction, that's $125. If you want to keep it off your record, it's $145. If you want me to dismiss it, bring me proof that you had a right to go around that barricade.
Okay.
All right, I'll
That
reset
will
you and
work.
see you next month.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're free to go. All right, Christy, I don't see any reason why we don't just get the judge in and deal with Mr. Randall Saniga. Oh, there's Dustin Blank.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm here.
Dustin Blank. All right, hold on a second.
Okay.
Randall Saniga. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Judge, we have ready for you Mr. Randall Saniga. He received a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. He has agreed to plead no contest, pay $260, take a driver's safety class, get that all done within 60 days, and get no tickets for 90 days in exchange for keeping it off his record.
And what was the speed alleged to be?
It was allegedly 59 and a 30, which is why I required that he take a driver safety class.
Sir, do you understand the offer that the prosecutor made you?
Yes, I do.
And to that offer, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, sir. I'll accept your plea. We'll enter it into the record of the court. Thank you very much. Good luck to you, sir, and your excuse.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Charlotte.
All right, Judge, we're on the home stretch. All right, there is, let me find Dustin. Let me find your file. All right, Dustin, my name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor today. A peace officer gave you a citation for exceeding the maximum speed limit. It is a $250 citation. Oh, wait. Submitted plea 10 days late, asking for driver safety. Of course, clerk does not have authorization. Okay. Would you like to just take the driver safety class to keep this off your record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I can grant that. So you'll bring $144 to the court within 10 days. 144 within 10 days. You'll bring your driver's license. You'll bring proof that with your name on a piece of insurance. That will start a 90-day clock ticking. At the end of that, we'll need the certificate of completion of your driver safety class. So, Christy, is there anything you need to tell him? Because if he's doing it within 10 days, he may not get your letter soon enough. Is there anything he needs to know from you? You'll give it to him when he comes in? Okay. All right. Sir, you are free to go.
Okay. Wow, that was really fast. So totally appreciate that. I appreciate your understanding. I just want to walk through, if you can, 1 second.
Sure.
Just make
Absolutely.
sure I forgive. So 144, do I make that out to Rome Municipal Court? No.
Christy, you're muted.
No personal checks, no company checks. You can do cash, you can use a card, or you can do a money order or cashier's check.
Okay. Is
money
there a
order-
charge? The charge for card, is there a 3%?
There
charge?
is. It's a 5% service fee.
Okay, so cash and then 10 days, so I can drive it up there and just deliver it to the front window like I went before. Okay. You need at that time my driver's license again, and then a copy of my insurance. Just a copy of my actual driver's license or a copy of.
Yes.
Okay,
Either way.
If you bring a copy, that's great. If you don't,
Okay.
I can make
I'll
it.
have obviously I'll have it on me. Okay, and then after that, that starts a clock ticking of 90 days for me to get a certificate that I went through the just a Texas approved driver safety course like you find online for
Yes.
all over the place.
I'll
Okay,
give
and
you
then I bring
some.
that cert back to you, Christy, up in Rome to the municipal court office
Yes.
within 90 days. And is the clock ticking today from the 90? No.
Once you pay the money,
Okay. Okay.
that
gotcha.
starts the ticket. But
Okay,
but because if you forget or choose not to, I'm going to reset you to next month's docket. If you come in and pay the money and start the driver safety, you won't have to come to next month's docket. But if you decide, oh, she can't get me now, I'll see you next week.
No,
Okay.
I believe Charlotte, you could get me. So, no, I work in education. I'm actually in our district safety, security and discipline and all that. So no,
Nice.
I know the reach. So I appreciate it. I'm a lifelong learner. I will take this to heart, and thank you so very much. And obviously, if I have any questions, Christy, I can go and reach out to you. But Charlotte, thank you very much for your time today and your understanding. And thank you.
You're certainly welcome. Have a good day.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.
Christy, is there anybody waiting?
I have two. And I don't know
okay.
who this one is Mr. Mayang, or Maya.
Last name Maya. I saw him. I'll get his file.
M-Y.
Yeah, I've got it.
Well, I don't. Where did it go?
Last name is M-Y-A. Oh, he's got a cash bond too.
Yes. Oh, okay. All right. Ma'am, can you hear us?
Oh, the woman who could, okay. Who is it?
Ma'am, for your dad? Hi, we're here to take care of your dad. Are you ready? Hello? 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 Ma'am? Ma'am? Seeley? Okay, hold on one second. We're going to get you taken care of. Let's jump, Charlotte, to Seeley Morrison. Mayang, I had to hang up. She kept saying hello, hello. So, Seeley Morrison. Seeley, can you say something so we can make sure you can hear Charlotte and she can hear you?
Seeley, can you hear me?
What the heck? Seeley? What have I done? Now oh, Seeley?
Yes, ma'am.
There you are. Must have been pushing the wrong button. Okay, go ahead.
Seeley, my name is Charlotte Staples. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am your prosecutor. It looks like you are on deferred for speeding in August. Christy, when did that defer end?
It has not ended yet.
All right, so that citation turns into a conviction.
And yes, and I'd like to speak to someone about that.
I'm the person to speak to.
Okay. When I was at court and that all went through, I was under the understanding, I thought that it was either going to be, I was going to have to pay the fine, do community service, take a driver safety course, or be on probation or deferred, whatever it is.
No, I don't ever make that offer. And if that's what you picked up from it, then you confirmed with the judge that that was your understanding, what I offered.
No, my understanding was it was one of those. And I thought I had taken the community service. And
Christy, can you send me a copy of whatever the deferred agreement was?
Yes.
Okay, can you do that now? I mean, if it's on file.
After listening to all the cases and hearing everyone each time that I call in, after being stalked repeatedly by run cops, ma'am, I've never had it. I'm 47 years old. And my first ticket was 2 years ago by a Rome police officer.
That's very impressive. My first ticket was less than 30 days from getting my driver's license.
Okay. Can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. So the officer that gives me all the tickets all the time, parking in a handicap, leaving my keys in the ignition. Ma'am, should I discuss that, or I'm sorry.
I need you to breathe. Hold on. Okay. All right. So what I have in front of me, Christy is scanning the agreement that we reached before, so I can see it with my own eyes, because I don't have it in front of me, and I don't remember what we agreed to in August. So, so you received a citation from Officer Mark Moore for going 79 and a 70. You received a citation from Officer Rex Ritchie for driving 54 and a 40. You received a citation from Officer Mark Stanwyck for parking your vehicle without locking the ignition, or walking away with your car still running. And you received another citation from Officer Mark Stanwyck for parking without turning off your engine. So 2 of those.
Can I address those two?
Hold on. Looking for, were those the same date? Violation date
Yeah,
10/8/22.
those-
Okay, so in my opinion, those are the same ticket. So I would absolutely dismiss one. Talk to me about what you want me to. Talk to me about what you want me to know.
Okay, if you look on the time of the ticket, it's 10:08. That was at Dollar General. Dollar General closes at 10 o'clock. I went in because I just left. I went in because I had forgot a bag, and there was nobody there except the employee who I know. I know her car. Her car was there, and then the other employee's moped was there. And he. I just need to go to jail because I cannot afford these. My water's getting turned off. I cannot afford this. You know, that was wrong. I mean, leaving I ran in and got my bag. I mean, it took 3 steps, grabbed the bag, came back.
Okay, well, you're not allowed to do that. I want you to not do that because it's not worth saving the 14 seconds for turning off your car to keep some punk from stealing it. Just because you didn't see him doesn't mean there wasn't a punk there ready to take advantage of you. Okay, so
That's the reason I let it run, and I have a engine problem, but.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the deferred agreement from before, and it says the required conditions of deferred disposition. And it says only the items checked below apply. And the items checked are that no traffic violations during the deferral period. The next item checked is perform 20 hours of community service at any nonprofit in your area. Then it says complete a driver safety course. And then it says present to the court a satisfactory evidence of complying with each requirement imposed. So I
think that's really excessive. After listening every time that I have to come to court and listening to everyone else, what y'all gave me on that's excessive.
For driving over 20 miles an hour over the speed limit, the fine was $225. And I'm letting you do it. Yeah. Christy, were there other tickets at the time or just this one?
I have all kinds of tickets from them. I mean, that's y'all. They've been stalking me since the black officer was on his training and pulled me over for a side tail light. Me and my daughter going to pick up my daughter's pants from her friend that she forgot, pulled me over, and from that moment, that officer continued to pull me over.
Well, hold on. You've got 4 tickets from 3 different officers in my hand that are active right now.
That's right.
And each of them actually alleges a violation. It's not like they're for
Stanwyck. I understand.
He wrote you 2 tickets at the same time for basically the same violation. So I'm actually going to dismiss one of those 2 because I'm not going to double dip. But we've got 2 different officers that got you exceeding the maximum speed limit. How is that the city's fault?
Yes, Michael Moore, I have a problem with, and I'd like to address that in a moment. The officer that gave me a ticket in your parking lot was because the time before that, I was on the phone with y'all for a virtual hearing. Y'all couldn't hear me, and you said, "Okay, Ms. Morrison, we're gonna if you haven't shown up, we're gonna give you a warrant, put you down for a failure to appear." So I jumped in my car. I live 3 blocks around the corner. Jumped in my car and went as fast as I could. I knew, hey, they give me tickets for no reason anyway. Might as well speed so I don't get a warrant. So yes, I did. I was speeding at that time. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then, so I get that.
On the previous all right, so the conviction, because you made a deal and that was in August for speeding, it looks like you agreed to pay $225 not later than March 17, get no tickets until April 17, there it is. Performed 20 hours of community service. Christy, have you been able to find if there was another violation?
Plus defensive driving, excessive.
Well, hold on. Let me find out if there's other tickets involved.
There were on that date, there was an expired registration, expired on July of 2020. You dismissed that one as a plea and bar.
Right. So that's part of why the consequences on the speeding ticket were so big.
Right.
All right.
And
Was there anything else?
An insurance that she could not provide proof.
Okay.
You agreed to dismiss with proof. She did provide proof, and that one was dismissed as well.
Great. That's very reasonable.
So it was just those three.
Okay. So
dismissed and then speeding.
So Christy, so I was looking at a registration and a speeding, and let me get back to that page. It looks like
I had proof of my registration.
You what?
I had proof of my registration that I got just a day or two after I got the ticket, and I had a certain amount of time to get that where it would be dismissed anyway.
So if your registration was less than 2 months expired, and you got your ticket, and within 20 days of your ticket, you brought proof of your registration being corrected, and you paid the $10 fee for having gotten a ticket during the time that your registration was invalid, and you present that all to the court, it is a $20 dismissal. Did you present that to the court?
I presented everything, but I didn't pay a $20 dismissal.
Okay. Well, Christy, hold on. Let me talk to Christy because she's
I wasn't given that option from me.
Well, okay, so it's your job. It's an exception to the law that if your registration was less than 60 days expired and you get it corrected within 20 days of the ticket and you pay the $10 fee for getting a ticket while your registration is expired, you have the right. It's not our obligation. You have the right to take that to court and say, look, I got it fixed. I'd like a $20 dismissal. You're saying you provided that to the court. Christy, is that something you have in that old file? Because I don't have those files in front of me.
No,
she's saying she's saying she provided it, but wasn't told she could pay $20.
Right. Because let me check.
Okay, let's just be sure.
Probably not. Okay, proof of renewed registration. Need for she did, but it was dismissed as a condition. She appeared in October, provide proof of registration, the violation would be dismissed. She gave me one, didn't have the receipt page, she brought it and then it was dismissed. So she wasn't required to pay the $20.
Okay, so I saw that I'd written it as plea and bar.
Right.
So that's where that was credited, but she actually did come in and it was dismissed.
Yes.
I'm sorry, was it within the 20 days? Would it have been a $20 dismissal if she had brought it in independently as a $20 dismissal? Did it qualify?
It would have qualified, but she didn't bring it in within the 20 days.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, my email is blocked from y'all's office, and I have proof of that.
But it wasn't brought in within the time frame.
Okay, fair enough. Let's one thing at a time. Let's address one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, Christy, can you tell me the face value of the citation for speeding at that time of that older ticket?
What is the?
I don't know, but it
right here, 92 and a 70. I can.
And I mean no disrespect to anyone at all. I'm just trying to stand up for myself.
Hitting 92, that would be 22. The amount of that is 275 face value.
275 face value for that citation. Now, the judge in this jurisdiction requires that anybody who's driving over 90, in order to keep the violation off their record.
I've never drove over 90. But I'm sorry.
Okay. All I can do is connect the dots that I have. And so you made a plea agreement to this citation where I knocked the fine down $50. Part of the deal was that the judge requires anybody driving over 90 has to do driver safety course. That's the judge's requirement. That was checked on your plea agreement. You're required to get no citations from the day of this plea agreement until April 17, which hasn't happened, and I've got 3 tickets in front of me, 4 actually, but only 3 I care about. That you have agreed to perform 20 hours community service at any nonprofit in your area. The form must be completed and signed by the facility. I don't remember, Christy, is that an option that she could have done that instead of a conviction? I don't.
No, it was
Okay.
part of the condition.
Okay. So fair enough. You know what? That was a crazy day. So I'm remembering her being in your parking lot. I'm not remembering the different circumstances. So let's go ahead. So basically, because she got citations before the end of the deferred. I'm sorry, ma'am, are you saying that you did the community service?
Not for this yet. No, it's not due until March 17th.
Okay. Well, you basically broke rule number 1 is you broke the deal in total by getting a traffic violation during the deferred period. So this agreement reverts into a conviction. So you don't have to do the community service or take the driver safety course. So those are off the table. And since you're getting a conviction anyway, you can go ahead and plead for a conviction and do the $225 in community service.
I need to do a
what? Say that again, please.
Because I have no money.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I need to do a destitute or some kind of paper. I can't pay the fine. I will fit it out in jail if I need
No,
to.
what I'm saying is that on that ticket, you've already broken the deal and it is turned into a conviction because you broke the deal by getting another ticket. So since it's a conviction, I can let you do a conviction in community service.
Okay. Thank you.
Instead of pay money. Okay.
Very much.
So Christy, we need to put an addendum to that agreement that due to subsequent citations, this deferred agreement turns into a conviction and defendant may do the entire consequence in community service. $225.
I need to bring up another.
Hold on.
Another ticket.
Hold on. $225 translates to 20 hours community service in total. Okay. I believe that we are done with that older ticket. Do you have, Seeley, do you have any other issues you want to talk about regarding that older ticket?
Okay, and we're talking about the speeding on the way up there to court. That ticket?
No,
we're talking about the ticket. We're talking about, let's see, 92 and a 70. I don't see the date of the ticket on this.
August the 6th.
August the 6th.
Yeah.
So that resolves this.
I have all of the paperwork in front of me. I just don't know which one we're talking about.
Okay. Well, all we're talking about so far right now is the August ticket.
Okay.
I believe that conversation is finished because I've looked at it. I've checked the terms that were part of the agreement. You've gotten credit for bringing in your registration, even though it wasn't a $20 dismissal. I dismissed it because you brought it in that it was current then. Because you've gotten tickets since then, before the deferral period ended, it turns into a conviction. And that's what I said, because it's a conviction, you can do the consequences in community service and not have to pay the money. Okay. So I believe that we are done talking about the August ticket. So now we just need to talk about the October and January tickets. Okay.
Okay. So the August ticket, 20 hours community service.
Yes, ma'am.
For that. Okay.
Now, if you don't do that, then there will be an arrest warrant issued for you, and it will want the money because we don't need the community service, and we're not going to collect the community service. We'll collect the money. So if you put it on the back burner, say, whatever they're going to do about it, I'll let you know that when we come after you, it will be for the money. I just don't want that to be a surprise.
I will definitely do the 20 hours community service.
Okay, great.
I
Okay.
just dropped my pen. Okay. I'm not in this, okay.
Are you ready to talk about the others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So on, let's see, what came first? October 8th, you got 2 tickets that are basically for the same thing, that are for leaving your vehicle with the engine still running. You can't do that. It is inviting bad people to make bad choices. So it's $112 and $137. So I propose I'll dismiss the $137 one. If you take a conviction on the $112 one, I can let you do that in community service. Do you want to do that?
Okay, okay. Yes, ma'am. And I know it's what you said. I understand that, but I guess it doesn't matter if he was just watching me and waiting for me to do something.
I'm sorry. I need you to speak more closer to the microphone. You're getting far away and hard to hear.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I understand. It's black and white. It's okay. I did leave my car running, even though I just ran in for less than 1 minute, and the officer, they like to just wait for me.
So I hear that you're frustrated and you weren't intending to be reckless or set yourself up for failure. So what I'm offering is to dismiss the more expensive ticket and let you do the less expensive ticket as a conviction so that it's no money, it's just another 8 hours of community service. Can you agree to that?
Yep. So I dismissed the $137 one.
Yes.
And that's $112, and 20 hours is $112.
So now another 8 hours community service. So now you're at 28.
Okay, so for the $112, that's 8 hours community service.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
All right. So let's talk about, you've got 2 speeding tickets, one from October, one from January. Okay. Now, one of them is $200, one of them is $225. So I propose I can dismiss the more expensive one and you decide how you want to handle the $200 ticket. Do you want to have it as a conviction and do community service to satisfy it? Or do you want to try and come up with that $200 within 5 months?
If I can come up with the $200 in 5 months, it won't be on my record.
Correct.
And the worst thing that would happen is if in 5 months I don't have that, it'll become a conviction.
Yes. Well, all right, so here's the thing. The ones that I'm saying I'm dismissing, I'm actually doing something called a plea and bar, which means it goes on the back burner and will be dismissed once you've completed the terms of the ticket related to it. So if I'm plea and barring the more expensive speeding ticket. And if you pay the $200 and get no tickets during the deferred period, then both of these will be dismissed at the same time. If you don't, if you get another ticket, then these both spring back to life. One turns into a conviction and one turns into a speeding ticket that you have to then make a deal about. So what I'm saying is I'm setting you up to win, in my opinion, by saying $200 within 5 months. That's $40 a month. And that takes care of both of your speeding tickets. But if you get another speeding ticket in the meantime, one of them these two turns into a conviction, and the other one comes back to life at 225, and you and I have to figure out what to do with it. Okay? Can you drive? Go ahead. What was your question?
I got a ticket on my birthday on January 13th, but I was not speeding, and I told him I would not sign that ticket because Officer Moore, 2 days prior to my birthday, two days prior to him pulling me over and saying that I was speeding that day, he pulled me over. I went into Love, came out. He was waiting for me. Okay. I pulled out of Love onto the side street, not on the 114, but onto the side street. He turned his lights on as soon as I pulled out of Love. I pulled over right there by the trash can. He got out and he said, do you have your insurance? And I said, yes, I do. He said, can I see it? And he said, it's not coming up in my system. And I said, well, here it is. So he goes back to his car and comes back and he said, okay, he said, really, I just wanted you to know that your boyfriend has a warrant.
Okay.
Okay. So, really, just wanted, he took my boyfriend. I'm a widow. It'll be 8 years next month. I have a boyfriend that he was my boyfriend from the time I was 14 until I was 20. And then, anyway, he took my boyfriend's car at the end of my street because he took my boyfriend to jail because my boyfriend had expired registration. I said, well, can I take his car? He has to get to work. Can I take his car? It's just 3 blocks. No, you can't take his car. I'm taking him to jail. He doesn't have a warrant, but I told him he's already got a ticket for no registration. When he was taking the car up to get gas, he work on the car and get it inspected and registered. So my boyfriend lost his car, lost his job, because of that. But he pulled me over from Love. Really, he just wanted to tell me my boyfriend had a warrant. I don't think that's right. My insurance showed up in his computer. That was a lie.
Well, actually, if it's less than 20 days old, it doesn't show up. So the insurance companies have 20 days to report it to the state reporting agency. So if it lapsed or if you were late on a payment, they may not have said, hey, it's still current and wouldn't have, or if it's new, you switched agencies, then it wouldn't have actually showed up yet. So I don't know how old your insurance had been in effect.
Well, and in my stupid self, I said, okay. I said, well, my tickets that you gave me, I'm taking care of those. I've got community service that I'm going to be doing, and he said, okay. So 2 days later, he's parked at the just north of the crossover on 287 before the Rome exit. That's where he's parked, where he normally parks. Okay, I've been setting my car on cruise control most of the time, especially when I'm right there when I know the cops are going to pull me over for no reason. He turns around, doesn't put his lights on when I pass him, and I'm sure you're familiar where that crossover is before the Rome exit. Turns around, follows me. I exit the Rome exit, go under the bridge. Then he turns his lights on and says that I was speeding, and I said no, I was not. And he said, well, I have a rider in here that says you were. Okay. And he said, I'm going to go and check your stuff. Comes back, gives me a ticket, and asked me to sign it. And I said, no, I'm not going to sign it because this time I know for sure. I had my car on cruise control. You pulled me over, and it was 8/10 of them before he turns his lights on and gives me a ticket on my birthday. Just because he knows that I have, just because he knows that I'm not supposed to get a ticket. I just told him that at Love, and he was waiting to see me so he could violate my probation.
All right. What about the ticket in October that you got for speeding?
That I did do. I was on my way to court. Y'all said y'all couldn't hear me. And I
okay. So let's talk about you choosing not to sign your ticket. I need you to understand what you're doing when you choose not to sign your ticket. Okay. The law says that you're under arrest, but that if you sign your ticket, you're free to go on your way because you've a promise to come to court and take care of it. If you choose not to sign your ticket, you're basically double dog daring the officer to arrest you because the officer is instructed that you are free from arrest if you sign your ticket. But if you don't, they are to take you to jail until you can speak with a magistrate. So you're not being big and bad by not signing your ticket. You're saying, I don't care if you take me to jail. Okay?
Ma'am, I wasn't trying to be big and bad. I was trying to say, no, I was not guilty.
I hear what you're saying. And signing your ticket, it flat out says, this is not an admission of guilt. This is a promise to contact the court. So I need you to understand what you're doing, because the words are on the paper. I can't make you read them, but I make sure you're told what it says. It says, this is not an admission of guilt. This is a promise to contact the court. So when you don't sign your ticket, you're basically saying, I don't care if you arrest me. Okay? So don't do that again. That puts you in a spot. You don't need to be in that spot. So here's the options. You have 2 speeding tickets in front of me. One for October, one for, I guess your birthday is January 13th? Yes, it is. There it is. Okay. So the deal is, the ticket on your birthday is cheaper than the ticket for October. So I am proposing to dismiss the more expensive one and let you pay the less expensive one. Okay. But the less expensive one is this one that you say that for some reason him, there were. Let's talk about him following you for a while before he turns his lights on. Okay.
Okay.
So it used to be, I'm pretty old, and you need to know that it used to be, if you got pulled over by a cop, you were going to be on the side of the road for 20, 30 minutes. Now, because of all the computer systems, they pull you over, you're going to be back on the road in 10 minutes. Part of what they do, however, is when they choose to see if they're going to pull you over, they run your license plate. And the Texas insurance department says, yes, they have current insurance, or no, they do not have current insurance. And that happens before you're pulled over. So yes, he doesn't stop you while you're in the middle of flooring it, going up, down a great hill. But they do run it before they pull you over, and it says, is there a pending warrant on this person or this car? Is there, is this person or this car known for being part of human trafficking? So they run your information on your license plate through the DMV to see what's pending, and through the insurance company to see if the insurance registration, to see if there's current insurance. So it may seem odd that they're following you for a bit, but they're just doing a lot of the stuff that makes the stop shorter. So it is absolutely routine that they pull you over a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes after they see you doing something they're giving you a ticket for. Okay?
I mean, that makes me feel better knowing that. I didn't know that. But
that's why I'm explaining it slowly, because everybody deserves to know that they're not being picked on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that makes me feel better. But in the same breath, he knows that I'm none of those things. But I wasn't speeding. I had it on cruise control. I wasn't gonna.
Well, let's talk about that. So, how old is your car?
It's 2006.
Okay. How many miles on your car?
Over 100,000.
Okay. And do you ever drive it on anything other than pavement? Like, to get to my parents' house, I drive it on White Rock Road, Caliche, that is not pavement. Is that something you ever do?
Only if I'm going over in the Zion neighborhood.
Okay. So those 3 things combined, those 3 things each individually can knock your calibrated speedometer off calibration. When's the last time you paid to have your calibration, your speedometer recalibrated?
Oh, I've never done that. I can't afford anything extra.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that your speedometer may be lying to you.
Maybe. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that could happen.
That's why we're talking about it. I want you to have the information to know that this may not be people picking on you, and it may be your car lying to you about how fast you're going, because the officer didn't write you a ticket for doing 100 miles an hour. He wrote you for doing something. He wrote you for 79 and a 70. The other officer wrote you a ticket for 54 and a 40. So if you're trying to go 9 miles over the speed limit, and that's what your speedometer's plugged in at, your speedometer may be lying to you, and that may be part of the reason you got 3 tickets in the last 6 months. Okay?
Well, that was the only time that I had the cruise control on. when I got pulled over.
Okay. So my offer is to dismiss the one that you got in the city parking lot because it's more expensive than the one where he pulled you over 0.8 of a mile later. I'm offering to let you do the consequences on the cheaper ticket and dismiss them both once you've met the terms of the cheaper ticket. Do you want to do that?
Which the cheaper ticket is the 54 and the 40?
No, it's 79 and a 70.
Okay. So, okay.
So one ticket is for 14 miles an hour over the speed limit. The other is for 9 miles an hour over the speed limit. The 9 miles an hour over the speed limit is less expensive than the 14 miles an hour over the speed limit. Okay. I'm offering to dismiss the 14 miles an hour over after you've completed the terms of the 9 miles an hour over.
Okay.
Now, let's see. So your options on this, if you can accept that, it's a $200 ticket. I can let you do $50 of that in community service, and if you come up with the other, what did I say? 72. Oh, that's sorry. Those are notes on another ticket. Okay, so if you can pay $150 within the next 5 months, get no tickets, and do an extra 4 hours community service for this ticket, I'll dismiss both of these speeding tickets.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so that's something you can live with.
Yes, so you'll dismiss the 14 miles over if I do everything within our agreement, and the 79 and a 70 is that I'm going to do. How much community service?
4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
And pay $150. You've got 150 days. That's 5 months to do all that. You've got to go 6 months with no new tickets. Okay?
Okay. And if that happens, then all of them will be dismissed.
No, they'll turn into convictions. No, if you end up with, if you do your side of this deal, nothing, then, well, what goes on your record are the convictions that we talked about before, the one for parking in with your car still running into the store with your car still running, because you agreed to do that as a conviction so that you could do 8 hours community service and pay no monies on it. I'm offering to dismiss both of these speeding tickets for the deal we just created. Okay? Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm the right note. Okay.
Jason.
I'll repeat it, what I understand.
Join the meeting.
Not understanding.
So somebody called in and their words were over yours while you were talking. What was the last thing you said, please?
May I just repeat to you what I understand?
Absolutely.
Okay. So right now, we're going to say you will dismiss the 14 miles over if all of this is in the agreement is I kept up. I keep up my side, which is doing 4 hours community service on the speeding ticket that will be dismissed. Also, 4 hours community service. I'm paying the $150 and no tickets in the next 5 months.
6 months. You've got 5 months to pay the money and do the community service, and then another month longer than that you have to go this whole time with no tickets.
Okay. And then this one will be dismissed also.
So the 2 speeding tickets will be resolved if you pay $150 and 4 hours community service within 5 months and go 6 months with no tickets. That takes care of both of these speeding tickets.
And one of the keeping the engine running is going to be dismissed.
One I'm going to dismiss, and one you're going to take a conviction on that allows you to do all of the consequences with 8 hours community service.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay. And so if I do that, then I will have done 12 hours community service.
Yes. And
then $150 and 6 months probation.
Correct. Now, you still have the consequences for the August ticket. But because that has turned into a conviction, you can do it in community service instead of money.
Thank you very much. Okay.
And that one's 20 hours community service. Christy, let's give her 90 days to get that done.
Okay.
All right. All right. Seeley, let's talk to the judge and make sure he understands you're pleading no contest, and it will put all these tickets behind you, okay?
Okay, and the worst thing that will happen is if they give me a ticket within the 6 months, then what will happen is
these turn into convictions.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch myself and try not to. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, the judge is on the Zoom. Judge, can you hear Miss Morrison?
I can.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Seeley Morrison, and she had a citation from August that was on deferred, and so that's turned into a conviction because she's got subsequent tickets. Because it's a conviction and she's financially strapped, I am proposing that the consequences be converted to 20 hours community service to satisfy that conviction for the August citation. She's got 2 tickets for leaving her vehicle running while she runs into the store. I'm offering to dismiss one of those because they were the same incident. And she's agreed to take a conviction on that so that she can do the entire consequence on that with an additional 8 hours community service. She's received 2 citations for exceeding the maximum speed limit. One is for 54 and a 40. The other is for 79 and a 70. I have agreed to plea and bar the 54 and a 40, and she has agreed to plead no contest to the 79 and a 70, pay $150, do 4 hours additional community service, pay that money, and take care of the community service within 5 months, and go 6 months with no tickets. And that would keep the speeding violations off of her record.
Ma'am, is that your agreement as stated with made with Ms. Staples?
Seeley?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, did you hear the prosecutor read that agreement into the record, ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Did you hear what the prosecutor just stated?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that your agreement that you made?
Yes, sir.
Is that agreement, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept your plea, enter it in the records court. I also will accept the modification in regards to community service. We'll enter all those in the record, ma'am. Thank you very much, and you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
Seeley,
you.
you're free to go.
Okay, thank all of y'all. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Judge, I
Yes,
earned
ma'am.
my money on that one. She was quite sure that she was a victim.
Uh-oh. I put Charlotte over there instead of you. We have 2 more that have just showed up. Sorry.
Hi.
I moved you instead of the judge. We have 2 that have showed up. One is the Mr. Maya.
Okay, I've got it. Who's the other one?
Jason Jenkins. He's a 3:30 docket, or 3:30, I believe.
Okay, well, they both showed up pretty late, but good for them. We are still moving. There's Mr. Jenkins. Okay, so that's a pretty thick failure to appear file. All right, so Mr. Maya, can you hear me?
I don't know which one is Maya.
That's all right. He's going to speak up because I'm talking to him. Mr. Maya, can you hear me? Mr. Maya, can you hear me? Mr. Maya, you got a citation for public intoxication. The city is holding $500 of your dollars. Can you hear me? All right.
One of y'all needs to both of you need
hold
to
on.
unmute.
Let me talk to Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, can you hear me? Mr. Jenkins, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello, Miss. Yes, I can. Mr. Jenkins, my name is Charlotte Staples. I am your prosecutor today. Let's see. We talked in November. and I made you an offer to reduce, to knock the fine down to $175 for a conviction to 75 and a 70. Let's see, have I looked at your video since then? I've got Clements, I've got Damon, I've got Jenkins. There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you viewed the video, and then we didn't have the dash cam video, so we kind of put everything on hold until we reviewed it and I received it, because I didn't. That was the one video I did not receive. I just received it and I viewed it, which also, I mean, I'm still proceeding to trial.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I just wanted, it's been a while since you and I talked, and I had figured out where we are. Okay, so you're saying you've had opportunity to see the video, and you're still asking for trial. Okay, so
Correct.
Christy,
Yes.
we need him to get the trial request form. So once you receive it and send it back, you'll be scheduled. Now I'm going to invite you again if you want to reach out and talk to a local traffic ticket defense attorney and see if you have options. That's of course your option. But if you weren't speeding, then you weren't speeding. So we need to have a trial and have the officers explain why they thought you were speeding. So, do you have any questions for me?
Well, even the business attorney, he is involved in it. He's looking over all of it, and we have trackers on our trucks that tell us how fast we're going. So we have all the information we need to prove that.
Okay.
None of this.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. So Christy, if you would send him the trial request documentation, and Mr. Jenkins, once you filled that out and returned it to the court, are you asking for a jury trial or a trial by the judge?
Either or is fine.
Okay.
So
here's
if we
the
do
option.
Trial by the judge. Okay, go ahead.
The trial by the judge means that you're not inconveniencing a bunch of local citizens, and my offer will stay on the table until the trial starts. However, if we have to tell people to take time out of their jobs to listen to a traffic ticket trial, then my offer comes off the table once we send out those letters to tell people to take time out of their jobs. That's the only difference. Okay?
Well, I'm a citizen of Rome, and I wouldn't want to come in for that anyhow.
Understood.
So to convenience everybody, the judge is fine.
Okay.
Like I said, I live in Rome, so I definitely I wouldn't want to do that.
Fair enough. I just wanted to explain that's the difference. My offer stays on the table. If you look at the video again, or you look at your proof, if you have a way to get it certified and get it admitted as evidence, then we just need to throw down and put it all on the table and let the judge make a decision. But if you want people to come in and listen to a traffic ticket trial, then I'm not going to have my sweet last minute sure thing offer is going to be off the table. Fair enough?
Like I said, I wouldn't want to come in, so I completely understand.
I get that.
All
right. So the next thing is Christy's going to mail you a document for you to fill out requesting trial, and then you're going to fill it out and send it back, and then she's going to set it for trial, and then we will have a day where have an hour or two where we put our information on and make the judge make a final decision, okay?
That'll work. Thank you so
All right,
much.
you're free to go. Thank you for your time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Maya. Mr. Mongwaya. Mr. Maya.
They keep saying they can hear you, but they can't. So I gave them directions and gave them the link. So don't know what else to do.
Do they want to call in and we'll handle it over the phone like the other defendants?
I can do that. Let me see. She gave me the phone number. Okay. Yep. Hi, this is Christy with the City of Rome. We're going to get you by conference call, okay? Do not hang up. I'm connecting you right now. Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. My name is Charlotte Staples, and I'm your prosecutor. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Who am I talking to, please?
You talking to the daughter of Bobia.
And what is your name?
And then my first name is.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Can you get closer to the microphone?
You need to hold the phone
What is your name, please?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Nope, didn't understand that. Can you say it again, but slowly?
Hello?
Hello?
They need to move the child. We cannot hear you because of the.
Yeah, no, yeah, I already
There.
get to the room.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
What is your name, please?
My first name is M.A. My last name is M.U.
Okay. And you're the daughter of Wang Maya?
Yes.
Okay. So he received a citation. He got arrested for public intoxication. He posted a bond of $500. I propose to give him back 250 of his dollars and keep this off of his record. Is that something that he can agree to?
So you say if he pay us $250, his case will hit this, right? Can you hear me?
No.
Yes. Oh, I said if he pay us 250.
He's already paid 500. I'm willing to give half of that back.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yes.
Okay. All right, so he's got to go 30 days with no tickets, and that's what keeps us off his record, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Christy, I think we have our last defendant for the judge.
Yeah.
Oh, and when the judge asks, he's going to plead no contest, meaning he's not going to demand his right to trial.
Okay.
All right. Judge, our last defendant is Wang Maya, and he does not speak English, but his adult daughter is on the phone translating, and through her, he has agreed to relinquish $500 of relinquish $250 from the cash bond and go 30 days with no tickets. And we will agree to keep his public intoxication citation off his record, provided he gets no tickets for 30 days. You're muted, sir.
Okay. What was his daughter's name?
Her name is Ma Mu, sort of.
Miss Moo, would you hold your right hand up for me, please? Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay. Would you swear that you will properly translate for us today? Properly and truly?
No. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, did your father understand the agreement that Miss Staples read into the record?
Yes.
Okay. And based on that agreement, would you ask him what his plea is? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
All right. I will accept his plea, your translation. We'll enter those into the records of the court. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're excused.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you so much.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Did you want to ask a question? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I want to know if there is any upcoming appointment.
No, I'll mail your instructions to you, but no further appointments.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Christy, we're going to need to refund the difference from the bond.
Yes, I've got a note. Okay.
All right.
That's it?
That's it.
What happened to the gentleman that was in the picture with his wife? I don't want to call him elderly, but he wasn't 20. But they seemed to be very concerned, and I didn't. After you guys, after I left the picture, I didn't.